Okay, for example, now what I gonna do is, oh, wicket, guys, wicket. Okay, so what I gonna do is a is equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma. I have mib comma. I'll just tell as like 1 comma 2 comma 3. I want to tell it, right? So like this, you have it. You have the list now. I want to remove the element. What I need to do it, for example, a dot remove the element. Remove, right? Remove, I'll remove it. Look on here, for remove, nothing is there. For example, look on here, so remove the value. Or for example, not nothing. So it will remove on the particular value. For example, I want to remove 3, right? What I'll do it now, I'll remove 3, right? So it will search for the value and will remove it, right? For example, I have the 3 over here, right? Here it was 3. There is, we have removed particular to the values now. For example, if I want to remove that 3, guys, how do I do it? I'll just tell it as a of what is the index 0, 1, 2, 3. I want to remove it. Inside the 3, I want to remove what? Remove of 3. I will tell it. So I'll just tell it like this. I'll remove. Right, guys. It's easy. Now what I'm gonna do is I'll just tell as a dot remove. I'll tell it. Remove. Tell it. Remove. I'll just tell it like 100. I'll tell it. Do you have 100 in my list? Do you have 100 in my list? Yes or no, yes or no, yes or no? You don't have 100 in my list. So what will happen? It will remove 100 now. Whether remove 100, what will happen here now? You people want the guys value error, right? So it will tell that value error will happen. So it will not remove. The elements is not there. It will tell you what beautiful slap will take up. Okay, guys, that's what the remove is. Remove will remove on the particular value. For example, if you have two values, guys, if you have two values the same way, what will happen? 3 विकेट गया, 2 विकेट ना. What will remove, guys? What will remove? For example, if I have 3 3, like 2 3s. For example, I have 3 here, right? I'll tell as a dot remove. It will tell it remove 3. I'll tell it. Now what will happen? Which will return? What will return? What will return? Which 3 will be written? The first occurrence 3 will return. Always when you have a duplicate, the first occurrence of that value will be removed. Okay? Take down this. Remove. Once you are done, let me know. Done. Today many are not there. Weekend now. Guys, weekend. What if it left empty? Look, I will tell you one thing. Whenever I have a functionality, look on here, a dot, I have something called as remove. Look on here, one parameter should be passed compulsorily. There is no default value. If I don't pass it, it will throw the error. Type error. Remove takes exactly 1, 0. It will tell like that. Okay? ठीक है. Guys, done? Remove done? Look, then remaining functions are easy. We are sorted out, right? Done. Yeah, okay. Next one is pop, guys. Right? For example, I'll just send us like this. I'll keep this data and I'll as a dot pop or retailer. Look on here, pop index. By index it will remove it. Okay, pop will remove by what? Index. By default, it will remove. If I don't give it, it will remove by the last. Okay. For example, if I tell as a dot pop or retailer, I can remove anything. For example, I'll just tell as like I want to remove the second index. What is in the second index? 0, 1, 2, 3 will be removed, right? So that is how it is. Pop will remove according to the index. Right? If the list is empty, I'll tell it as a dot pop. I'll tell it, right? I'll tell it as a dot pop. At that time, what will remove it? B dot pop. I'll tell it, right? I'll enter this. What will happen now? Index error. Pop from the empty list, right? There should be a index case. For example, if I tell like a now, look, what is this? Only two indexes there. A dot pop. I'll tell it pop is equal to 100. I'll tell. What will happen now? Pop of 100. What will happen? So pop will happen according to the indexing. So if I tell as pop of 100, what will happen is, what will happen if I tell as pop of 100? What will happen? Index error? Yes, it will become what? Index error. Pop index out of range. ठीक है? ठीक है, ठीक है? Take it down. Pop will remove according to the index. By default, it will remove from the last. Remove from the last, and you can give the particular index to remove the element. And if you give the index which is not there in the list, what will happen? It will give the index error. Right? Those are the things you take care about the pop. Where remove will remove according to the value, and pop will remove according to the index. ठीक है? दरवाजा मुसना अरे दरवाजा only one argument. Yeah, only one argument. Only one argument. Index only one argument. ठीक है? According to index, only one argument. Done? Done, guys? Now, for example, I have clear now. What does this clear means? At a shot, I want to clear it everything. At the time, I'll go for a dot clear. I will tell it clear. I will tell it. I'll enter this. I'll tell it like a entire thing is entire list is clear. That's what it is. If you want to clear at a one shot, everything, first, right? At one shot, right? Why simply one by one? Totally one time, right? At that time, we'll go forward. Clear, cleaning, all clear. Hey guys, done, 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 done. So we are done with this one. So we got to know how to add the element. We got to know how to add the element, and we got to know how to remove the element. Remove the element. This is according to the value. This is according to the index. This is complete thing. Now I have this one. These two methods already done, guys. Count and index is already done, right? Which you know it already. Count, what will do it count, and index also you know what it is. Here there is no find. Only count and index. That's it. And then sort and reverse by name itself. You got to know what it is actually will be doing it, right? There is nothing much onto it. Okay, count and index. Any mobile fans here? The count and index. Okay. Now, count and index. What is this count and index, guys? For example, I have like this. I have like this count and index. For example, if I tell us count, what will do it count? I'll let us count. How many threes are there? How many threes are there, guys? One three is there, right? If I add two threes now here, it will give the count. Normal thing, right? Normal. But here, what you want to know about the count is here there is no boundary. Okay, here there is no boundary. It will check it default. It will check it from the 0th index to the end of the list. Okay. If I want to check it 3, now what will happen now? It will do it count. For example, if I don't have 30 now, so what will happen now? 0 will do it. Easy, simple count. But one thing you need to know is here you don't have indexing for count. Has string in the string you had indexing, right? So here you don't have indexing. Okay.
So, sir,
Yeah.
sir, if we wanted to know the total count of the elements, like inside a list, so do we have to write separately a function for that, sir, or do we have anything?
Yeah, we need to go for this one. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to go for it, and then I want to go for it. But I just like count of 3. I want to go for it. Like this. Want to go
Yes,
for
sir. Then only we will get one, sir. The out of after getting out of that list, we will come. Will return back the count, no, sir. So what if I wanted
it.
to know
So you
the
need to
total
can get
amount of this?
like this plus like this.
Yes, sir. Because we know there is a list inside list from the fourth
Now,
index.
for that we need to write the
But
logic.
what
We
if?
need to write the logic here.
Yes.
What we can do is we can tell it as like this: a of 4. If a of 4 If A of 4, type I will tell it. Type of A of 4. What is type of A of 4? It
Lists.
is a list now. And when it is a list, I will go inside it. Okay. At that time, I will write
Yes.
a condition. If it is a list, I will go inside and then I will check it. If I have it, I will
Yes, sir.
increment the count and then I will
Yes,
return
sir.
it. According to data
Yes,
structure,
sir.
we can write it. At that time, when I do the data structures, right? At that time, I will
Yes,
show
sir.
it everything. How to give the count, that is
Okay,
something.
sir.
If you have the list, we can write our
Pollard.
own
Pollard
object and
also.
then we will check it till the end of the string. Only if there is a list. Only if there is a
Yes,
list, then
sir.
only we can do this. If there is
Yes,
something
sir.
else, no. For tuple, we need to write something else, and tuple also we can go for it. Again, in tuple also you have count only, and again in the list you can go for it.
Yes, sir.
Color
Yes,
also
we can,
fine.
sir.
Nice. Count is done. Count is done. After that, what is that? After that, we can go for this one. What is that?
Index.
Index. Index means what? Same thing. Nothing else, guys. Same thing. What we have done it in string programming. Here also it has a boundary, but it has a different level of boundary. For example, A, I have it like this. For example, A dot index of 3. I will tell it. Index of 3. What will happen now? Index of 3 is what? 2. So if I wanted second indexing, what will I need to do it? I'll come here. Can you see this one now, guys? Now, you want your start and stop. It is given like this. A big number is given, right? By default, the big number is given. By default, if you don't give it, it will search it till here. Start from the zero. But now what I can do it now, I can tell us I want to search 3. I want to search 3. I know it is in the second index. I'll copy this one and I'll find out. You look out here in the string we have written like this, plus 1 like this. To find out the second 3, it will be the fifth index. Same thing. Index and count, same thing. Over here, count, what is that? Over there in the string, it has a boundary, but here you don't have a boundary. That's it. Same thing, nothing else. For example, if you don't have a value index, I'll just set it as like 100 index. Do you have a 100 index? You don't have it. At the time, what will happen? Value error. 100 is not in the list. That's it. That's it. Take it out. Can you please explain what? Index 3 plus 1. That one now. Okay, fine. This is nothing but I wanted to find out the second index, right? Look on here. If I tell this one A, for example, I'll just tell us like this. A, I will tell it this is how it is, right? Now, if I tell this one index of 3 means what I'll do it, it will tell the where this 3 is present, where this 3 is present inside the 1, 2, third index. Hai na? Now I want to find this next index, right? Next 3 where it is present. Second 3 where it is present. From where I want to start it? I should not start from 2 also. I should not start from 2. If I tell 2, again I will get it 2 only. Right? Where I want to start it? I want to start from 2 plus 1. So that I want to start searching from here. If I start searching from here, it will return the here only. If I start searching from here, it will return 2 only. If I start searching from here, it will return 2 only. So that I want to search from here now. That means 2 plus 1. That is nothing but 3. From third index, I want to search it. At that time, where is the 3 is? Where is 3 now? Here it is no 3. Here it is also no 3. Here it is a 3. Here it is a 3, but it is in the list inside the list. But here it is a 3 now, right? And this index it is returning it. Now, if I tell it as like this, if I tell it as like this, I'll get it 5 now. Now, according to this one, instead of place of 2, in place of 2, can I write it like this? A dot index of 3. It will be like generalized now, right? Right. In place of this one, what I'll do it now? I'll tell it as A dot index of 3. I will tell it A dot index of 3. I'll tell it like this, I'll get it 5. Was that pretty clear? Just writing a generalized one. Instead of writing like a static, like two is a static one. So writing like that, I will be writing like this. Dynamic. Okay? Yeah. Done? Shall I go for the last two? Last two. Copy, I will be not doing it, guys. Copy, I will be sharing the video. Okay? Hey, copy, I will be sharing the video. Okay? There is a copy. The video is far better. After that, I'll do it here. Okay, and copy is same thing for it will be in list, it will be in set, it will be in dictionary also, right? It will be the same thing. There are three types of copy. One is reference, shallow, and deep copy. It is neatly has been explained. I hope so. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Now, last two methods, last two functionalities. Because last two functionalities, sort and reverse. What does the sort will do? What does sort will do it? For example, A you have it. So A dot sorting. A dot sort. Click on here, A dot sort. Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? Yeah, can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? No. Why I cannot do it? Because whenever I want to do sorting thing, it should be what? It should be what? Homogeneous type, similar type. Look, when you compare someone, right? It should be with this similar type of data. For example, engineer can compare with the engineer. Engineer cannot compare. Doctors cannot compare with the engineer. Engineers are like high level, and now they cannot even come and stand in front of us. That is the level of engineers, right? Can't compare at all, right? If you want to compare with someone, then you compare with the engineer itself. Right? That is what the homogeneous is, right? That is what here also telling it, right? So I want to compare it what with the similar type of a data. If it is an integer, only integer. If it is a character, only character. For example, a is equals to, I'll just tell as 4 comma 2 comma 8 comma 66 comma 33. I will tell it. This is as a dot sort sort. I will tell it. Right? What will happen now? A I will tell it. It has been sorted, guys. Right? One more thing I'll tell it. B is equals to, I'll just tell it as like this. I'll just tell as mib. I will tell it. I'll just tell it as skill. I will tell it. I'll just tell it as web. I will tell it. WEB alternate and alternate as bout alternate, BOUT bout alternate, right? As well as B dot SORT. Now this is the homogeneous type. When I tell it as B, now this has been sorted. This is sorting according to the first character. This is not the proper sort actually, but it is sorting according to the first character. First character is B, it is coming there. Then next M, then S, then W. Okay, and one more confusion part I will tell you. For example, if I have it, first character has the same thing. A, B, C. I'll just tell it as like this. I'll just tell it as like A, I will tell it, and I'll tell it as A, B, I will tell it, and later on I'll just tell it as A, C, B, I will tell it, right? A, C, B, I will tell it. I'll tell it as C dot SORT sort, right? I'll tell it as like C, I'll tell it. At that time, what will happen? A is common with everyone. When A is common, it will check for the second character. Who is the second character? A. It will come to here. Next, it will check what? A, it will check it, right? A is also same thing. A is also same thing here. Then it should need to check with third character, right? In the third character, this will win the match, and later on this will win the match. Now in A B, who will win the match? A, both will win the match. Then it will compare with B and C. Oh, here it is B, I'll come here. Then it is C, it will come to here. Got it? First thing here, the logic is a simple thing. First, it is comparing the single character. It is not comparing on the length. But we need to write it according to length also later on when we design our own logic. Because here, bout should come at last. No, skill should come at last. Before that, bout should come. Right? First, it should come mib, then it should come web, then it should come bout, then it should come skill. According to our sorting technique. But here, what is it happening? It is comparing with the first letter first. If the first letter is same thing, then only it will comparing with the second letter. The second letter is same thing, then it is comparing with the third letter. Right? That is how it is working onto it. Got it? Same thing with other thing also. D is equal to, if I tell it like this, list inside list 1, comma 2, comma 3. I will tell it, and later on I'll tell it as like I'll just tell it like this 1, comma 1, comma 1. I will tell it, and then I will tell it as 1, comma 2, comma 4. I will tell it, and then I'll tell it as I'll tell it as like what 1, comma 1, comma 2. I will tell it, right? I'll just have like this. If it are a D dot sort means what will happen? It will be like this. D is equal to like this. It will happen. What will happen? What one is similar thing in everything. It will not compare it. Then next it will compare with what 2 1 2 1. Now 1 1 is clashing. This one and this one is clashing. Right? Both having same thing. Then it will compare with the third one. 1 and 2. Who will come first? Now this will come first. It will come to here. Then next one later on it will come to here. Then later on what will happen? Now 1 2 1 2 is clashing. Then again it will check with the 3 and 4. 3 is coming here and then it's 4. Like that is. Right? So what do you need to remember guys? So in order to do the sorting, it need to be what? In the homogeneous mixture. It should be a homogeneous mixture. That is what you need to do. No. It cannot be done. Again it become a heterogeneous, right? Right? For example, like this. If I add one character here, for example, I hope so. No, I don't know. I haven't tried it. It should not be one because if one data is there, then gone, I guess. Oh, it is happening. Oh, that's nice. Oh, this is not checking it. Okay, this is not checking it. It's not coming to the A itself. Wait, if I tell it as instead of coming here, if I tell it as like here. Now it might be a problem. I don't know because it is going over there, right? Now it is error. Look on here. Why it was no error here? Why it is no error here? Why it is error here? Because this is invoked here. This is यहाँ तक like this. There was no necessity to come till here. There was no comparison at all. Here there was a comparison. When there is a comparison, it will be error. Okay? This two note it down. Why this is not getting error? Why this is getting error? At the time we'll get a correct comparison. If the element is coming to the comparison, then it is an error. Okay? For example, this won't be error. And look on here, d is equals to, if I tell it as like this one, 1 comma a, 1 comma a, and 2 comma b, 2 comma b, and 3 comma c, I will tell it. Right? This won't be error, I guess. It's what we sort. Right? Why there is no error here? Because it didn't come here. Right? It didn't come here. Hannah? Because it got sorted here itself. One, two, three, it got sorted. The computation is within this one. Right? How you can do it descending order? D is equals to, you have d dot sort, you have it, right? D dot sort. Okay, not D. I'll just set as like a I will tell it. Look on here, A is like this. A dot sort, you have it. Look on here, guys. You have a reverse here, right? I can make it REVERSE. Reverse equals to, I can make it as true. TRUE, true. I can make it like this. If I do it like this, A will become in the descending order. Same data, it will be in the descending order. Okay? Same data will be in the descending order. That's it. ठीक है done 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 done. Okay, Abhijit, if we have, wait a second, Abhijit, this chat is okay. If at all we have heterogeneous data and have to work to sort without errors, we should make sure it is inside a list and not get invoked during the sorting. Yeah, it should not to get invoked in the sorting, right? But it's better you tell it as homogeneous mixture, right? गया फिर से विकेट right? Dun, 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 dun. Yes. Last one. Last one. What is that? Reverse. As we did it here itself. Right. For example, I just as a dot reverse. I will tell it. Right. Reverse. Just reverse it. A. It get reverse. That's it. Same thing. What we have done it here. The same thing. It is. It will just do the reversing thing. Whatever the data you have it, you can do the reversing thing. That's it. A reverse function. Nothing else. It can be homogeneous or heterogeneous, no problem. It can be anything. For reversing, it doesn't need it like homogeneous itself. It can be any data, unlike sorting. Okay? That's it. Done, done, done. So we are done with the list.